Hello, good evening.
Yes, good evening.
Yeah, good evening. So your name is
My name is Mai.
Mai. Okay, how are you, Mai?
Today I'm great.
Ah, you're great. Okay. Now, my name is Hargie. You can call me Teacher Hargie. Can you say that?
Teacher Haji.
That's correct. Okay. So that's my name. So every time that you're going to have a question, you have to say Teacher Hargie. Okay?
Teacher Haji, yes.
Yeah, that's it. Okay, so thank you so much for of course for booking with me, and of course we're going to have a lot of things to do in particular with our lesson. Are you excited to know a lot of things?
Yes.
Okay, very good. So you are what grade, Mai?
Um,
What level in your school? Are you still studying?
Studying. Yes, I
Yeah. Okay, you study, so what level? What level in school?
is medium.
Medium. Okay. So what is the reason why is it you need to enroll in this particular tutorial? Because would you like to what? You like to learn?
Um, I like learn.
Yeah, to learn. Okay, to learn a lot of things, right? That's why you are here. Okay? So let me share with you my screen. So I have to open my screen now and share with you the screen. Okay, for a while. Okay, I hope you can be able to see this one, Mai. Can you see this one?
Yes, I can.
Okay, so what it was written in this screen? Can you read that?
Um, Manners.
Okay, we have unit
Unit 1.
one. Yeah, so the unit one is the title of the unit one is all about manners. Can you say manners?
Manners.
Okay, it's manners. So when you say manners, what does it mean? My, do you have any idea when we say manners?
Manners. Um,
Oh, do not be shy, huh? I want you to to be on yourself, okay? I could also be a friend. So do not be shy, okay? Do not be what is one do not afraid, okay? Do not afraid. If you don't know the answer, you can just say, "Oh, I'm sorry, I don't know." Okay? You just have to tell me, okay? Mai?
yes.
Okay, very good. So when you say good manners, as you can see this one, someone is greeting good morning, right? If it is in the morning, you have to say thank you. Okay, so the words good morning, the words good afternoon, the words good night, the words thank you, those are all what?
Manners.
Showing good manners. Okay? So good manners are those person who are greeting a person, who are saying thank you, right? So
Yes.
those are examples of good manners. Okay, Mai? Okay, so moving on now. So our next slide would be like this. So we are going to read the story and answer the questions. Okay, I want you to read the story, Mai, loudly. So we are going to do the reading aloud. So when you say reading aloud, you have to read this one loudly. Okay? Can you do
Yes.
that, Mai? Okay, very good. Okay, I have to listen to you. Go.
Mm,
So there,
there are there are 10 manners.
table. Okay, you can say
There are
table.
manners.
Okay,
That is where you eat peacefully and
okay,
partly at the dinner table,
okay. And then,
and you don't shove food
Okay.
into your mouth.
Mm-hmm.
You don't reach over all the people's last.
Okay. And then,
Um, you don't talk with your mouth full.
okay.
All of these things are common sense
Okay.
and bring polite
Okay.
easily um,
Thinking.
thinking about how you would like to be
Treated.
treated, treated you good couldn't want people to be impolite to you.
Yes. Okay. So, I am going to read the story again for you. Okay. I want you to listen, Mike. Could it be okay?
Yes.
Okay, okay. So you have to listen to me as I am going to reread the story to you. So there are table manners. That is where you eat properly and politely at the dinner table. You don't shove your food into your mouth. You don't reach over other people's plates. You don't talk with your mouth full. All of this, all of these things are common sense. Being polite is mostly thinking about how you would like to be treated. You wouldn't want people to be impolite to you. Okay. Now, there are a lot of words here that we are going to identify what are those words that uses manners. Can you identify what are the words that we've been used here in this particular story that showed manner? Manners in what? Let's say, for example, manners in talking, manners in eating. Okay? What else? Manners in thinking. So we do have here. Okay, in the sentences 1 and 2, it says here there are table manners. So again, we are talking about manners. That is where you eat properly and politely at the dinner table. So where are we going to eat properly and politely? We're going to eat
Um,
on the
on the dinner table.
yes. So we just have to eat on at the dinner table. We do not eat somewhere. Okay? That's
Yes.
why if you are going to go to the restaurant, you know what is a restaurant?
No, I dance.
Oh, you don't know what is a restaurant. So restaurant is um if you like to do you have a Jollibee there in your country? You know what is a Jollibee? You don't
Mm,
know.
yes.
Ah, you don't know, okay. But here in the Philippines, we have Jollibee, so it's going to be we can say that it's a restaurant. Actually, restaurant is a resto where you are going to eat there. Let's say, for example, you're going to buy food, so you are going to eat in a restaurant, and in that restaurant there are tables. There are also tables that is set in that particular restaurant because in eating you have to eat politely and properly at the
Dinner
dinner table
table.
because it's not a good manner if you are eating somewhere. Let's say, for example, if you do eat in school, is it allowed to eat inside your room or you are allowed to eat only at the canteen? Y-
Yes.
Yes. So you know what is a canteen?
Yes, I know.
Yes, very good. So in your school, you have also a canteen, right?
Yes.
Yeah. And that in that canteen, you have a tables, right?
Yes.
Yes. So where do you eat? Inside the canteen, or we sometimes we call that one as cafeteria. Okay? So when you say canteen, it's also called as cafeteria. So cafeteria or a canteen is also the same. So you said a while ago that in your school, you just eat in the canteen. You do not eat inside the classroom. So that is considered as table manners
Table.
because you are just eating properly and politely at the canteen. Okay?
Yes.
Okay. Now, is it good to eat your breakfast in the couch? You know what is a couch or sofa? You know what is a sofa?
Yes.
A
Yes.
couch. Okay, a sofa. You know what is a sofa? The one. Okay, let's say for example, if you are watching TV, you are sitting on a sofa. So that is
Yes.
what we call the sofa. So is it right to eat in the sofa at the sofa?
No. It's not.
No. Why? Because the only rules in eating is that you have to eat properly and politely at the dinner table. Okay?
Yes.
Okay. Next, you don't shove food into your mouth. So what does it mean? So that means
Mm,
you don't need to push a lot of foods on your mouth. Okay? Because it's not proper. It's not proper that you are going to put a lot of foods on your mouth using a spoon. Okay?
yes.
Right? Okay. And you don't reach over other people's plates. So what does it mean? What does it mean? You are not allowed to what? To take foods on others' plates, right? So if you have a plate, you are sitting on the table, you have to eat. Okay, you have to eat properly. Do not reach food on other people's plates because it's not right. Okay?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Next, you don't talk with your mouth full. Is it correct? If you are going to talk with your mouth full,
Um,
is it yes? Is it correct when you say you have to talk with your mouth full? When you are going to talk, when your mouth is full, is it correct?
no.
Oh, so therefore, do not or don't talk with your mouth is full. Okay? So all of
Yes.
these things are common sense. So when we say eating at the dinner table, okay, not shoving your food into your mouth, and then do not talk with your mouth full are all common sense that it should not be maybe someone do not teach this one. Okay, you can be able to acquire this one through what? Through observations. Okay. Okay, Mai, do you have a question? Do you have a question at this time? You don't have? No.
No.
No, okay. Okay, you just have to tell me if you have a questions, okay? Do not be shy, okay? I want you to talk. That is why I am here, okay, Mai? Okay, next. So being polite is mostly thinking about how you would like to be treated. Okay? That's why you wanted people to treat you nicely and politely. That's why you are going to do the right thing. Okay? Using the manners. You don't want other people to be impolite to you too. That's why you should have to look at yourself also. Okay, in a particular situation, in a particular party, if you're attending a party, you need to be polite most of the time. You need to follow the manners most of the time. You got it, Mai? Yes or no? Do you understand now?
A little bit.
What is that again?
A little bit.
A little bit. Okay, why a little? Okay, now going back again. So when you say manners, these are all. actions, okay, that you are not going to do in, let's say, in eating. So in eating, you just have to eat at the dinner table. And then you also do not shove or do not put a lot of foods into your mouth. Okay? And then if you are eating, do not talk if your mouth is full. So you
full.
have to wait until such time that the food already swallowed. Okay? You
Yes.
swallowed already the food, so that's the time that you can talk. But if your mouth is still full, do not talk. Okay? That
Yes.
is what we called manners. Can you say that?
Manners.
Very good. Okay. So if you don't have any more question, Mai, we have to proceed to the next one. So we have here the so-called phrases and collocations. So when we say phrases and collocation, we can say that phrases are those just short. Okay? Short, meaning it's not full. It's not a sentence that is just only a phrases. So what are we going to do is we have to fill the blanks. I hope you can see the blanks there, Mai. These are all blanks. Blank, 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 blank. So we are going to fill in the blanks. Did you get it?
Yes.
Okay. Now, can you try the number one? So there are blank. Again, based on the story that we have read while ago, so what it says there are
The
blank. Okay, so what's the answer here? There are
table manners.
manners. Very good. So there are table manners. Next, this is where you eat.
Eat
This
properly.
Yes. So the correct answer here is this is where you eat
Broccoli
properly and
and
polite.
polite.
Yes,
At the
politely at the dinner table. That's correct. Okay, very good. Next, you don't.
you don't talk with your mouth.
Okay, you don't. Okay, again, you don't shove
Show food
food
into
into
mm,
your.
your mouth.
Very good. So you don't shove food into your mouth. The next one, you don't.
Mm, you don't talk with your mouth full.
Yes, very good. So this one, you don't talk with your mouth is full. Then you have to say you don't blank other people. So how do we say that? So you don't want
You don't
people. So you don't
you don't
want
want
other people's
the
what?
people
To be
to be impolite to you.
impolite to you. Okay? So that is what we mean now. Okay? Again, so there are table manners. This is where you, what's the correct answer here? This is where you eat
Where
properly and
I
politely at the dinner
the
table.
people
You don't
mm,
shove
shove
food
food
into
into your mouth.
your mouth. Very good. You don't,
Talk
okay, talk. Talk with your mouth is full. And then the last one, you don't,
don't
you don't want
mm,
people, yes,
be
other peoples to be
impolite
impolite to
to
you.
you.
Okay, very good. So what are the words that we have learned today? There are table manners. What are those? Again, aside from table manners, we have to say
There are table
properly and
um, like
politely. Then the word shove, mouth. And
mouse
then you don't
and one
talk. Okay, you don't talk with your mouth is full. Okay? Lastly, you don't want
people.
other people to be impolite to you. Okay? So those are now phrases and collocations from the story that we have read while ago. Okay? Okay, again, the story is all about table manners.
Table manners.
That's correct. Okay, Mai? Okay, moving on. Now, we have again here additional phrases and collocations. So, all of the blank are blank sense. So, it was there in the story,
All of
all of, all of these,
this
yeah, are common sense.
common sense
Yeah, so all of these are common sense. Next,
things.
being polite is
Polite,
most likely about how you would like to be treated. Okay? And then you wouldn't want others to be impolite to you. Okay? Okay.
yes,
So there are also similarities on the first phrases and collocations that we have. Okay, Mai? So do you understand now? So again, we are studying a lot of table manners. Okay?
yes,
Okay. Do you have questions, Mai, with regards with this one? You don't have. Okay, now let's try to read again another story and answer the questions. Again, it's all about manners. Okay?
manners.
Can you read to me the story now, Mai? I have to listen to you.
It is not polite to point at
Point.
people,
Okay, can you say point?
point
Yes.
at people. It is not polite to burp,
Burped. Okay, you have to say burp. Burp.
burp,
Yeah,
burp
burp out
out loud.
loud. Okay.
It is not polite to use someone else things
Else's. Okay,
else
else's.
else's
Yeah.
things mm, with
Without.
without asking first.
That's correct. Okay, next.
Being polite just comes naturally.
Naturally,
Naturally, if you have been brought up in a home where I
where everyone,
where everyone was polite.
yeah, was polite. Okay, I'm going to read to you the story again. Okay, you have to listen because we are going to answer again the questions that follows. Okay? Okay,
Yes.
so the story would be like this. It is polite or is it not polite to point at people? It is not polite to burp out loud. You know what is a burp?
No, I don't.
Okay, when you say burp, you have to say, okay, after eating, you burp. Okay, so it's not
Yes.
proper that you are going to do that one after eating, right?
Yes.
Especially if you are sitting on a dinner table or at the dinner table, do not burp out loud. So you just have to say, "Excuse me." Okay, you have to face at the back, and then you have to say, "Excuse me," or okay, burp. Okay, have you
Well,
experienced that one? Have you experienced burping?
yes.
Yes, because of course we are human beings, so therefore we experience burp. Okay, so that is what we mean by burp. Okay? Okay. Now, it is not polite to use someone else's things without asking first. Being polite just comes naturally if you have been brought up in home where everyone was polite. Okay. In addition, with our topic, which is manners, we have to say this one. It's not polite to point at people. Let's say, for example, okay, oh, why is it you do like this? So you keep on pointing other people. Okay, you keep on telling other people, oh, you should have you're not going to do like this. Okay, you should have to do like this. So it's not good to do that. Okay, and it is not good or it is not polite to burp out loud. You can burp maybe
It's
yeah, just only not loud, okay? And you have to say excuse me, okay? And then you have to face at the back, then burp, okay? Okay,
yes.
if you are attending maybe a party. Next, excuse me. Okay, next. That is what okay. Have you heard that? I said, "Excuse me," right? Because I wasn't able to burp, but I coughed, okay? So therefore I should have to say, "Excuse me." So that is also part of manners. Okay? My? Okay, next. It is not polite to use someone else's things without asking first. So what does it mean? If you're going to take away the things of others without asking permission, that is not polite. Okay? So you have to what? What are you going to do? You need to ask first permission from the person. Let's say, for example, you like the colored pen of your classmate and you wanted to have a color, okay, you need to color your drawing on your notebook. But you wasn't able to bring your color because it was left at home. So what are you going to do because you don't have a color? So you are going to what? Ask your classmates if you can borrow the color of your classmate, right? So you have to ask permission first. Do not get them without asking permission. So that is what we mean. Okay, Mai? Okay, so it's not polite if you're going to get someone else's things. So all you need to do is ask permission first. Or maybe what you're going to say. Maybe you can say, classmate, can I borrow your pen or can I borrow your colored pens? That is what you're going to do. Okay?
Yes.
Then you ask permission, and then your classmate will be going to say, yes, you can. Okay? So that's the time that you are going to what? To take the colored pens, maybe. Because you were able to ask permission from your classmate. Okay? Okay, but if you're not asking permission, that is not good. That is impolite. Okay? Okay. Do you understand now, Mai?
Yes.
Yes. Next, being polite just comes naturally if you have been brought up in a home where everyone was polite. Now, I do believe in this one. If your parents taught you about table manners, about good manners and right conduct, it comes naturally. That means you will going to learn that naturally, step by step process. Because you were able to observe them with your parents. Because your parents already taught you how to do the proper table manners, let's say. Okay? Did you get it, Mai? Okay, now we have a lot of things we had already studied. What are those? Table manners. So when you say table manners, is it polite to eat somewhere? Is it polite to eat? Yes or no?
Mm, yes.
No. No, we do not eat somewhere. So where do we eat?
Um,
At
we
the
eat at the um,
dinner
table.
table only. Okay? Okay, if you don't have a dinner table because you are in school, where did you eat?
Um,
At the
canteen.
canteen. Yes. So do not eat inside your classroom because your classroom is not a place for you to eat. It's a place for you to study. Okay? Okay.
Yes.
Is it proper if you are going to take someone else things without asking permission? Yes or no?
Um,
Is it proper? You are going to take away the things of others without asking permission?
no.
No, very good. It's not proper. It's not polite. It's impolite. So again, what is polite? That means yes, positive behavior. Impolite, negative behavior. That means it's the opposite of polite. So if you are polite, someone is impolite, meaning she's not good. That one is not good because it's impolite. But this one is good because it's polite.
Like,
Okay? Okay, so
yes.
there is the opposite meaning. So polite is the positive meaning, impolite is the opposite or the negative meaning. Okay? Okay. I hope you were able to understand what I mean, my. Did you understand what I mean?
Yes.
Yeah, very good. Okay, so moving on. Do you have any questions with this one before answering the next activity? Okay,
Yeah.
let's answer this one now. So again, based on the story that we have read, it is not polite to.
Try to pun at the
Okay,
people.
point. Okay, can you say point?
Point.
Yeah, that's right. Point people. Next, it is not polite to.
Mm, bulb.
Yeah, it is not polite to burp out
Bulb.
loud. Okay? So you know already what is a burp, huh? Burp is after finish eating and then you are going to burp. That's burp. Okay? It's
Yeah.
not polite. Okay? To say like that. I don't know how to burp. Okay, next. Next one. It is not blank to use someone else's things without blank first. So what is that? So it is not
Nose play.
polite. Very good to use
Some
someone else's things without what?
imply
Without
asking.
yes. So without asking first. Okay? Next, being polite just comes blank. It
Come. Mm, come.
comes
Native.
not yes naturally if you have been
Mm, brought.
yeah if you have been brought okay brought home where everyone was polite. Okay, now you do understand now my.
Yes.
Yes, very good. Okay, so moving on to the dictionary. Okay, so when we say dictionary, it means it has definitions. Okay, so it has a lot of definition when we say dictionary. So we are going to learn about the meaning of the words. Okay, now, so make an example for each phrases or sentence structure. Okay, let's say, for example, get. SB's attention. So when we say get someone's attention, maybe to get someone's attention. Okay? Example, I just want to get or grab my cat's attention. So what do you think would be the correct answer? Are we going to say get or grab my cat's attention? So what do you think? So when we say gets attention, that means you are going to attract the attention of that person, right? Okay, so that is what we mean by getting attention. Okay? Just like in the example, I just want to get attention, or just want to get my cat's attention. We do not say, I just want to grab my cat's attention, because it's not proper when you say, I want to grab my cat's attention. You got it? Uh, did you got it, Mai? So what is the correct one? It's get.
Mm,
Okay? It's get. So when we say get, what does it mean? When you say get, you have to what?
mm,
You have
get.
to get the attention. Let's say, for example, if someone is not listening, me as a teacher, I have to get the attention of my students, right? So I have to say, okay, students, you have to listen to me. That's why I have to use the word get. So meaning, I have to what? To get your attention so that you can be able to listen to me. Right? Did you understand how? My So get attention. Okay? Next, number two. It is adjective to do something. So it is adjective to do something. So let's say, for example, it is an adjective. It is not difficult to be polite. Okay? So what is the word there? What is the adjective here? It's
Um,
the word
dif, diffi,
difficult. Okay, when we
dif,
say difficult, what does it mean? It's
difficult.
it's not easy. Okay, it's
Yes.
difficult. Let's say, for example, what is a difficult subject? Your
Math.
difficult math. So you are having hard time when it comes to math. That's why it's difficult, right? So
Yes.
not easy, meaning it's not easy when we say difficult. Okay? So we can use the word it is after maybe an adjective. Okay? And we can also use the negative part of it. So we can also say it is not difficult if what? If it is not difficult. But if it is difficult, you have to omit the not. So you can say, it is difficult to be polite. Is it difficult to be polite?
No.
No. So therefore, your answer would be, it is not difficult to be polite. Right?
Yes.
Uh, and then we have here the so-called reach over. So when you say reach over, what does it mean? Let's say, for
Mm,
example, Bab reaches over the bookshelf to get the dictionary. So what does it mean? Reaches means to
yes.
what? To the same with was say
Is read.
to reach, okay, to reach over. Let's say, for example, the sentence here, Bob reaches over the bookshelf to get the dictionary. So he is going to do something in order to get that dictionary. Okay? So he's going to do something to reach over that dictionary. Did you get it? Okay, let's say, for example, this one is the shelf, and then here's a book here, and then you are sitting down here. So you are going to think of something, how you are going to reach over the dictionary on your shelf. Got it, Mai? So you're going to do something. Oh, I have to reach the dictionary because it's over the shelf, okay? It's on the top of the shelf. So I have to do something in order to reach that dictionary. Did you get it? Is it difficult for you to understand when you say reach over?
It's a little bit difficult.
Difficult if you're going to say reach. Okay, reach over. Do not think of the word reach because there is also one word which is rich, right? So when you say rich, you are a wealthy person. You have a lot of money. That is rich, okay? But when you say the spelling is reach over, you are going to what? To get the things on top. Okay? You have to get the things on top. You have to reaches over the bookshelf to get the dictionary. Okay? So do you understand now when we say reach over? Oh, let's say for example, you put the dictionary on top of the shelf. You know what is a shelf?
No.
You don't know what is a shelf. So a shelf, okay, I'm going to show you, just for a while. I have to stop sharing this one first so that you can be able to see what is a shelf. Okay, for a while, I have to find a shelf picture. Okay, so that you can be able to see them. Okay, example of a shelf is this one. Wait. It's something like a cabinet. So that's a shelf. Okay, let's say for example, this one. Okay. Wait. Okay. Okay, it looks like this. One of the example would be like this. Okay. Share. Okay. I hope you can see this one.
Yes, I
Oh,
can.
yeah. So this one is an example of a shelf. When we are going to reach over, if you are going to put on top of the shelf, so you are going to reach over that dictionary because you put that on top of the shelf. Did you get it? Did you get it, Mai? Okay, let's say for example, you put the dictionary on top of the shelf. This one is the first layer of the shelf, the second layer, the third layer, and the fourth layer of the shelf. So if you happen to put your dictionary on top of the very top, and then you are hard time in reaching that. So what are you going to do? So you have to stand up and you have to reach that over. Did you get it?
We can talk some people near help we
Talk
with some people
have we?
help we um take
Yeah,
take
continue. Okay, continue. What is that? So you are telling me talk to people
um
again. Again, what is that? What you mean?
um
So you mean when we are talking about reaching over, is it you are talking about people? That is what you mean?
Yes.
Okay, no. You can also say that. Okay, let's say for example, if I'm going to ask you, okay, Mai, can you reach over the book or the dictionary on top of the shelf? We can do that. Okay? Or I have to do it by myself. So I have to do
Yes.
that. I have to reach over the the dictionary on top of the shelf. So I can do that. You can do that also. And you can also talk to the people and then request the people or the person to reach over that dictionary that is on top of the shelf. Did you understand now?
Yes.
Okay, very good. So let's continue now, Mai. Okay, I have to stop sharing this one to you. I have to go back to our. Okay, so we are on this one. Okay, I hope you can be able to see this one again, Mai. Can you see this one?
Mm, no, I can't.
You can't. Okay, for a while I have to fix. Okay, what about this one now? Can you see them?
No, I can't.
Oh, you can't. Why? What happened? Okay, for a while, I have to stop that one again.
I
Okay.
can see a picture of
Ah,
what.
yeah, because I wasn't able to stop this one. Okay, for a while, I have to stop this. Wait. Only the picture of the what is this one? This one, right? Okay. So I have to close this. Okay, and share this one. Okay, what about this time now? Can you see it?
Yes, I can.
Okay, very good. Okay, so moving on now, my. So we're going to move on to our next word. Okay, under the dictionary part. So we are going to say number four would be address. So when you say address, to speak or to write to someone. Let's say, for example, address is street to SB. Okay. Now we are going to say he addressed a few introductory remarks to the audience. So what does it mean? So you were able to what? You were able to address that particular introductory remarks to the audience. Okay? You were able to say or to speak to someone. So that is what we mean. So he addressed a few introductory remarks to the audience. So that is what we mean address. And then if we are going to use that in a sentence, we are going to say address. It's past tense. You know what is a past tense? You know what is a past tense, Mai? Meaning it's already done. Meaning it's already finished. That is address with the ed in it, meaning it's already done, it's done in the past, so it's already finished. So we addressed a few introductory remarks to the audience. So it has only few introductory remarks. So what he did was he was able to address, he was able to speak. Okay? He was able to speak only a few remarks to his audience. Did you get what I mean? Okay, let's say, for example, if I am going to speak to you now, I am addressing something. Okay, because I am explaining something. Is it difficult to understand again?
Yes, it is.
Okay. Don't you worry. I'm going to, okay, let's do this one. So address mean to okay, let's say for example, you are going to speak. Okay, let's say for example, ladies and gentlemen, I have to address this concern to everybody. Meaning, you are going to speak to the people. You need to speak to that particular person. You are addressing this talk or the one which you are speaking to the people. Okay? Address. And we can also say address. We can also say address. It has a number in it. You have a street in it. Like for example, what is your address in your home? Let's say, for example, you have to say 187, okay, Carlos Street. So that is also an address. You know that is now?
Yes, I
Okay.
know
Where do
address.
you live? Where do you live? Okay. In this particular address, we can also use that one. But if you are talking, if you are speaking, you can also use the word address if you wanted to what? If you wanted to speak to people or to someone whom you are going to address your speak or your speech. Did you get it?
Yes.
Okay. So that is what we mean by address. Next, common sense again, we've used the word common sense. So meaning it's just only in the mind. Okay? It's already in the mind. So it's just only common sense. You will not going to study that. It's in the common sense. Okay? So like for example, locking your doors at night is a simple common sense. So you don't need to study them because it's a common sense. It's already there on your mind. Okay? Because no one would ask you, okay, you have to close the door. So it's a common sense already that every night you need to close your door, right? Right? So it's common sense. Did you
Yes.
Yeah, did you get it? Okay, the last one would be bring up. So what do we mean say bring up? To bring up is to bring. Oh, it has the what is one? It has the interpretation. So I don't know how to read that. I don't know how to read. So maybe you can be able to read this one, right? So
Yes.
you know what is that? You know what does it mean when you say bring up? It
Mm,
has a translation. But I don't know how to say that, okay? Because I don't know how to read Vietnam wordings, okay?
yes.
So can you understand now when you say bring up? You are going to bring that up, okay? Say for example, he brings his hand up. So he brings his hands up, okay? So that is brings up or bring
Bring
up,
up.
okay? Okay, so what words we've learned today? We have the so-called getting attention. To get attention, right? Then we have to say, it's not
It's not
difficult to do
difficult to
something.
be.
Then we have reach over. We have address. We have common sense. And we have bring up. Okay?
Bring up. Yes.
Yes. Okay. So maybe next meeting, I'm going to give you an assignment or a homework. Is it okay, Mai? I'm going to
Yes.
give you a homework. I'm going to type it on the chat box. So I'm going to send it to you later after our class. Okay? Do you have any questions, Mai?
Mm,
Do you have
no.
questions? Okay, are you sure? Now, if you do have any questions, maybe later, you just have to write the question and then you can do that one. You can also send to me on the chat box if you do have questions, okay?
Yes.
Okay, so thank you so much for your time, Mai. Hope to see you again next meeting. Okay? So thank you. Have a nice day. Okay, good
Yes, goodbye.
night. Bye bye. We'll see you again. Bye bye.